Good morning, children. Welcome to Mahila Samaja online class. Class 5th standard. Subject English. Topic Dear Daddy Long Legs. Daddy Long Legs. It's not a real name. Daddy Long Legs is a nickname. What do you mean by nickname? A nickname is a familiar name given to a person instead of the real name. When you hear this name, you can conclude that the person must have long legs. And some nicknames that give away some aspect of person's physical looks or characters are fatty, shorty, smarty, hero, sweetie, etc. And here Daddy Longlegs is an epistolary novel. Epistolary means written or expressed in the form of letters. Dear children, do you write letters to anyone? Your grandpa, grandma, friends or cousins? Are you having the habit of writing a letter? I think nowadays you want to talk with anyone, you can use mobile, isn't it? No, you won't write letter. Am I right, children? Yes. Yes, this novel was written by Jean Webster. Jean Webster was born on 24 July 1876, Fredonia, New York, US. And she was died on 11th June 1916 at the age of 39, New York City, US. Her pen name was Jean Webster. Her occupation novelist and playwright. Nationality American. And genre is fiction. Here it is a story of a girl named Jerusha Abbott. Jerusha Abbott, who likes to call herself Judy. She lives in an orphanage. Here orphanage means institution for orphans. Orphan means parentless child. In Kannada we say Anatha. Orphanage means Anathalaya, which completely runs on charity. Here one of the trustees. Trustees means a group of people that controls the financial affairs of a charity or other organization. Here one of the trustees pays for Judy's education and also gives her a monthly allowance. Here Judy lives in an orphanage, and one of the trustee, he pays for Judy's education and monthly expenses. But he had a condition that Judy must write monthly letters to him, updating him on her performance. I mean, she has to update her education and other activities going on college. She has to write a letter. But he feels Judy can be a good writer, and writing the monthly letters will help her develop her writing skill. Writing a letter is very important to development for a writer. So he believed that Judy could be a good writer, and writing a letter will help her develop her writing skill. But Judy never met her benefactor. Here, benefactor means a person who gives money or other help to a person or an organization such as school or charity. Here, benefactor, one of the trustees who pays for Judy's education and gives her monthly allowance. But she did not see him but from a glimpse of his shadow. Glimpse means a brief view. She saw only his shadow, but she knows he is a tall person with long legs. So Judy fondly calls him Daddy Longlegs. Already I told you, no, Daddy Longlegs is a nickname. Here, given below is a letter that Judy wrote to Daddy Longlegs. Yes, before going to start the lesson, we learn about new words with their meanings. Amicable means done or achieved in a polite or friendly way without arguing. Benefactor, a person who gives money or other help to a person or an organization such as school or charity. Candy pull, a party at which brown sugar or molasses candy is made. Composite, made of different parts. Dubiously means in an uncertain and slightly suspicious way, not knowing whether something is good or bad. Epistolary, written or expressed in the form of letters. Freshmen, first year students at a university or college. Lark, a thing that you do for fun or as a joke. Molasses, a thick black sweet sticky liquid produced when sugar is refined, used in cooking. Serenaded, sang or played music to somebody. Sophomores, students in second year of a course of study at a college or university. Tranquil, quiet and peaceful. Trifle, slightly. Trustees, a group of people that controls the financial affairs of a charity or other organization. Dear children, I'll read the lesson. Listen carefully and learn to read fluently. Dear Daddy Longlegs, is it snowing where you are? All the world that I see from my tower is draped in white and the flakes are coming down as big as popcorns. It's late afternoon. The sun is just setting a cold yellow color behind some colder violet hills, and I am up in my window seat using the last light to write to you. Here, dear Daddy Longlegs. Now, Judy started her letter to her benefactor. Already I told you, she called him Dear Daddy Longlegs. Now, she asked him, is it snowing where you are? But in her tower is draped in white. Draped means adorn or decorate. Here decorated in white and the flakes. Flakes means here layer of snow coming down as big as popcorns. Yes, you can see on the screen now how the snow falls, isn't it? Here like popcorns. It's late afternoon. The sun is just setting, a cold yellow color. Now she started to write a letter. Late afternoon and some behind some colder violet hills. Yes, you can see now here. And I'm up in my window seat using the last light to write to you. Now, Judy was writing a letter to her benefactor. And your 5 gold pieces were a surprise. I'm not used to receiving Christmas presents. You have already given me such lots of things. Everything I have, you know that I don't quite feel that I deserve extras, but I like them just the same. Do you want to know what I bought with my money? First one, a silver watch in a leather case to wear on my wrist and get me to recitation in time. Second, Matthew Arnold's poems. Third one, a hot water bottle. Fourth one, a steamer rug. My tower is cold. Fifth one, 500 sheets of yellow manuscript paper. I'm going to commence being an author pretty soon. Sixth one, a dictionary of synonyms to enlarge the author's vocabulary. Seventh one, I don't much like to confess this last item, but I will. A pair of silk stockings. And now, Daddy never say, I don't tell all. See, here her benefactor gave her gold pieces. So, Judy said that the 5 gold pieces were a surprise because she was not used to receiving Christmas gifts. But she was grateful to receive the money which she used to buy the gifts. But already she had everything. So she did not quite feel that she deserved extras. But she bought some things with that money. See, first one, a silver watch in a leather case on my wrist. She bought first wristwatch, and second, Matthew Arnold's poems, and third one, a hot water bottle, and fourth one, a steamer rig because there is too cold, isn't it? Snow is falling, no? And fifth one, 500 sheets of yellow manuscript paper. Here manuscript means book or article written by hand. Now I am going to commence being an author pretty soon. Now she was going to start her writing. She wanted to become an author. Then sixth one, a dictionary of synonyms to enlarge the author's vocabulary. To become an author knows words very well and language is perfect, isn't it? That's why to improve her language, she bought dictionary of synonyms. And seventh one, a pair of silk stockings. But why she bought this one? Afterwards, we know that. Then it was a very low motive, if you must know it, that prompted the silk stockings. Julia Pendleton comes into my room to do geometry. See? And she sits cross-legged on the couch and wears silk stockings every night. See? But just wait. As soon as she gets back from vacation, I shall go in and sit on her couch in my silk stockings. You see, Daddy, the miserable creature that I am, but at least I am honest. And you knew already from my orphanage record that I wasn't perfect, didn't you? To recapitulate, that's the way the English instructor begins every other sentence. I'm very much obliged for my 7 presents. I'm pretending to myself that they came in a box from my family in California. The watch is from father, the rug from mother, the hot water bottle from grandmother, who is always worrying for fear I shall catch cold in this climate, and the yellow paper from my little brother Harry. My sister Isabel gave me the silk stockings, and Aunt Susan the Matthew Arnold poems. Uncle Harry, little Harry is named after him, gave me the dictionary. He wanted to send chocolates, but I insisted on synonyms. It was very low motive. Motive means reason. Now she explained why she bought silk stockings. See here, Julia Pendleton, a friend of Judy. She comes into her room, sits cross-legged on the couch, wearing silk stockings. That's why Judy wanted to buy silk stockings for herself. See, now her intention, as soon as Julia Pendleton back from her vacation, Judy, would go in and sit on her couch in her silk stockings. So, Daddy, the miserable creature, miserable means unhappy, that I am, but at least I am honest, because he told the reason why she did not maintain any secret. She told why she brought silk stockings. So that's why she told herself she was honest. And in her orphanage record she was perfect. Then to recapitulate, that's the way the English instructor begins every other sentence. We also know, children, before going to next part, we first recapitulate what we have discussed in previous class, isn't it? Here also, recapitulate means summarize. I am very much obliged for my 7 presents. Here obliged means compel. See, I am pretending to myself. Pretending means to behave in a particular way in order to make other people believe something that is true, but actually that is not true. To make believe someone, to pretend like that, because already I told you she was an orphan, parentless girl, isn't it? So see, this box, gift box, came from California. Here California is in United States. And the watch is from father, the rug from mother, and the hot water bottle from grandmother, because grandma was concerned about Judy, because this cold climate, in this climate Judy could catch cold. That's why grandmother sent this hot water bottle. And then yellow paper from her little brother Harry, and sister Isabel gave her the silk stockings. And Aunt Susan the Matthew Arnold poems. Uncle Harry gave her the dictionary. He wanted to send chocolates, but she insisted on synonyms. See, she improved her vocabulary skills. She bought this dictionary of synonyms. But she pretended all these presents sent by her family, her father, mother, grandma, and younger brother, sister, uncle, and auntie. Dear children, already we know that she was an orphan, isn't it? Parentless or her parents died, but she pretended herself. Now, I hope you have understood the lesson. I will continue remaining part of the lesson in next session. Okay. Now it's the time for home assignment. Here Judy pretend that the gifts came in a box from her family, match the gifts to the member. Here first column A gifts are there and column B family members. In column A first gift silver watch, B steamer rug, C hot water bottle, D yellow manuscript paper, silk stockings Matthew Arnold, poems G synonyms dictionary. In family member first one the little brother Harry, second aunt Susan, third father, fourth mother, fifth uncle Harry, sixth grandmother, and seventh sister Isabel. Isabel. See silver watch by father, isn't it? Steamer rug, mother. Hot water bottle, grandmother. Yellow manuscript paper, brother Harry. Silk stockings, sister Isabel. Matthew Arnold poems, Aunt Susan. Synonyms dictionary, Uncle Harry. Yes, watch the video carefully till end and do the given home assignment, children. Thank you, children.